Hello aspirants, welcome back to the mind mapping lectures. I am Ganesh, I am your biology mentor. As I said in the previous video that we are starting a series of biology for RRB and SSC students. So today our first class, so without any further ado, let's get into our first class. Here we are going to discuss about the human digestive system. Today, this is our topic. Here we are going to discuss and learn about the human digestive system. So, what is meant by the digestive system? The digestive system, it is a complex network of organs. Here, organs like mouth, stomach, liver, small intestine, large intestine. That all organs are responsible for breakdown of food and absorbing nutrients and eliminating waste material, all together called as our digestive system. This digestive system plays an important role in what? Maintaining energy levels and overall body health and growth. Our digestive system, it is a coiled muscular tube and its length is 6 to 9 meters long and it is extending from the mouth to the anus part. Now, parts of the digestive system. The parts of the digestive system are mouth, pharynx, esophagus, stomach, small intestine, liver, gallbladder, pancreas, large intestine, colon, rectum, and last is anus. Now we will discuss each part of the digestive system. Mouth, it is for mechanical breakdown of food by chewing. Chemical digestion is also occurs in the mouth. Chemical digestion means salivary glands produce salivary amylase which break down the starch into glucose, which converts the starch into glucose. After the mechanical and chemical digestion, the food is called as bolus. The food is called as bolus. Bolus is nothing but food plus saliva. Food plus saliva is also called as bolus. It is pushed into the pharynx and esophagus. After the mouth, the next part is pharynx. Pharynx, it is a common passage for food and air. During swallowing, the glottis means the opening of the windpipe, is covered by a flap-like structure called epiglottis. Epiglottis prevents the food from entering into the trachea. Trachea means windpipe. The next part is esophagus. It is also called as food pipe. Through the esophagus, the food enters into the stomach through peristalsis movement. Peristalsis means wave-like muscular contraction, which means suppose this is the esophagus and this is the food. This is bolus. The bolus from mouth, it enters into the stomach through this esophagus by a movement called peristalsis, means wave-like movement. Next part of the esophagus is stomach. Stomach, it is a J-shaped organ. It releases gastric juices. In the gastric juices, there are three types of components like HCl, pepsinogen, and mucus. HCl, its pH value is 1.5 to 2.5. It helps to kill microbes that are present in the food, and it activates the pepsinogen enzyme. Pepsinogen, it converts the pepsin with the help of HCl. Here what happens? I'll explain. Pepsinogen is converted into the pepsin with the help of HCl, right? And pepsin digests the protein into the peptides. Here also proteins are converted into the peptides with the help of this pepsin enzyme. In this reaction, this pepsin is used here. And the mucus protects the stomach lining from the HCl action. Chyme. What is chyme? The mixture of food and gastric juices that leaves stomach and enters into the small intestine is called as chyme. Alcohol, aspirin are absorbed directly through the stomach lining. This absorption we can see in the stomach. The part in the digestive system after the stomach is called as small intestine. Its length is 6.7 meters long and it is the major site for digestion and absorption. A small intestine, it has three parts, or it is divided into three parts like duodenum, jejunum and ileum. Duodenum, it is a C-shaped organ. It is a C-shaped organ. It receives chyme. It receives chyme from stomach and enzymes from the pancreas and bile juice from the liver. Jejunum, it absorbs sugars, amino acids. It absorbs salts and vitamin B12. Sugars and amino acids are absorbed into the bloodstream via blood capillaries in the villi. Villi increases the surface area for absorption. Fats absorbed into the lymphatic system as glycerides and fatty acids. Enzymes that releases from the pancreas reaches the C-shaped duodenum. Break down carbohydrates into the monosaccharides. Here carbohydrates like sucrose, maltose, fructose, lactose, these are all the polysaccharides and disaccharides that are converted into the monosaccharides. Liver, it has so many functions like bile production, detoxification, protein synthesis, RBC breakdown, glucose storage and urea production. Bile production means it produces bile which helps for the emulsification of the fats. Detoxification means it removes toxins from the blood. Liver, it helps in the protein synthesis, albumin which is a blood protein. RBC breakdown. After the death of the RBCs, the hemoglobin part which is present in the RBCs is converted into the bile components. In the liver, glucose converts into the glycogen through the process called as glycogenesis. Releases during low sugar present in our body. Urea production. Liver converts ammonia into urea for excretion. And the next part is gallbladder. Gallbladder, the main function is, we all know that bile juice is produced from the liver. It stores and concentrates bile produced by the liver and it releases bile juice into the small intestine for breakdown of the fats. Pancreas. It is a mixed gland. It has both endocrine and exocrine parts. Endocrine part produce hormones like insulin and glucagon. Exocrine produce enzymes like amylase, lipase, protease. Insulin, it lowers blood sugar. Glucagon, it increases the blood sugar. Enzymes like amylase, lipase, protease. Amylase helps in glucose breakdown. Lipase helps in fats breakdown. Protease helps in protein breakdown. Proteins breakdown. The next part is large intestine. It has caecum, appendix and colon. Caecum, it connects the small intestine and large intestine. Appendix, it is a vestigial organ and it has no significant digestive function. And colon, it absorbs water and electrolytes. Colon is divided into four parts: ascending colon, transverse colon, descending colon and sigmoid colon. Next part is rectum. It stores feces before elimination. It compacts the undigested food into the feces. It provides shelter for gut bacteria to aid in the fermentation process. Anus, the last part of the digestive system is the anus. Through this the feces will eliminate from our body. We will discuss again what I have completed till now with the help of this diagram. So what is meant by digestion? The process of conversion of complex food substance into the simple forms with the help of mechanical and chemical methods is called as digestion. Complex substances like polysaccharides, proteins and fats, they are converted into the monosaccharides, peptides, peptones and amino acids. Fats are converted into the fatty acids and glycerides with the help of mechanical chemical methods. So that our alimentary canal starts with the mouth and ends with the anus. So here in the mouth, the mechanical and chemical digestion takes place. Mechanical digestion by chewing and chemical digestion with the help of saliva. The food in the mouth is called as bolus. Bolus is nothing but the food plus saliva. It crosses the pharynx. Pharynx is the common passage for food and air. Next part of the pharynx is the esophagus. It pushes the bolus into the stomach through peristalsis movement. Peristalsis means wave-like muscular contraction. The next part is a J-shaped stomach. It releases the gastric juices like HCl, pepsinogen and mucus. HCl, it kills the microbes and it activates the pepsinogen, and mucus, it protects the stomach lining from the action of HCl. Food in the stomach. Food in the stomach after action of gastric juice is called as chyme. This chyme reaches the small intestine. The part which is near to the stomach is called as liver. It helps in the bile production. It helps in the detoxification of blood. It helps in breakdown of RBC. It helps in glucose storage as glycogen, and it helps in the urea production. Ammonia is converted into the urea for excretion. And below the stomach, the next part is pancreas. It is a mixed gland, which means it has both endocrine and exocrine parts. Endocrine part releases hormones like insulin and glucagon. Exocrine part produces enzymes like amylases, proteases, and lipases. Enzymes and hormones. Below the liver, there is a lobe-like structure called as gallbladder. It stores and concentrates the bile that is produced from the liver, and it releases the bile juice into the C-shaped duodenum. Enzymes from the pancreas also released into the C-shaped duodenum. Duodenum, the major digestion and absorption takes place in the duodenum. The next part to the duodenum is the jejunum. This is called jejunum. And the next part is ileum. In the jejunum, the absorption of sugars and amino acids takes place. In the ileum also, we can see absorption like vitamin B12 and bile salts. The next part is the large intestine. Before that, there is a finger-like projection called as appendix. Appendix has no function in the digestive system. The next part is caesium. It hosts the useful microbes. And the next part is the colon. Colon is divided into the ascending colon, transverse colon, descending colon, and sigmoid colon. This is ascending colon, and this is transverse colon. This is descending colon, and this is sigmoid colon. And the next part is the rectum. Rectum stores the feces before elimination, and through this last part called as anus, the fecal matter eliminates from our body. This entire alimentary canal, which starts from the mouth and ends with the anus, is 9 meters long. I have completed the entire digestive system till now. Now I'll ask some kind of questions which are related to this system. Please try to answer those questions.